Hey, Devin's Card House. How y'all doing? It's funny. I just had I had this all figured out. I had my camera all set up correctly. Then I got a new phone, and now this is so whatever. First off, second off, because I just said that. Thank whoever sent me the MetaZoo T-shirt. Whoever's buying me MetaZoo products and sending them to me in the mail. With no message, with no note, I just want to say thank you out there for keeping me in mind when you're thinking about MetaZoo, that you're thinking of buying me MetaZoo products. That's exactly what that's what I asked for. So that's what I needed on this channel, was more MetaZoo. So I want to say thank you for the MetaZoo t-shirt. Anyways, we're not here to talk about my camera. We're not here to talk about MetaZoo t-shirts. We're here to talk about the altered TCG. What the heck is it? But most importantly, what the heck was on that shirt? Most importantly, what is going on with this this reprint thing that they have going on? It's this QR code on every card that you get to download digitally, but then you get to print it. It's very odd. So we're going to get into that, but let's go through the details here on what this is real quick. We're going to get through it because there's plenty of videos out there if you want a more in-depth exactly what it is, but I'm going to talk about this all real quick. So far, Altered TCG. What do we have here? There is $478,611 already raised, already pledged for this. The goal was only $53,000, so they have blown their Kickstarter goal out of the water. It's also, they were funded in 2 minutes. They made $53,000 in 2 minutes. It's pretty incredible. 6,674 backers so far, and we got 20 days to go on this. So what is it? So their synopsis here. For fans of trading card games, Altered is a dream come true. Explore the unexpected, aspiring to address the pitfalls that the trading card game market has faced over the last 30 years. We have crafted this ambitious project to rekindle the magic within the genre. What defines us? A core of optimism, kindness, sharing, and a profound longing for modernity. Crafted by a team of 30 enthusiasts based in Paris and led by the visionary Regis Bonesse, I don't know how to say that, Bonesse, known for Dixit, Mystium, Diceforge, and Seasons. We are thrilled to finally unveil the culmination of the positive energy that has fueled our efforts for the past 3 years. Welcome to the adventure. So I will say this, just from the art and everything here, and just like what they're talking about in this game, everything is very positive. There's lots of positive feelings here, and I like the dark, I like the fighting, the wizards, the duels, and that kind of stuff. But not everything has to be like that. So it's kind of nice that we don't have a game that's specifically crafted for something for me. Not everything has to be for me. But I can appreciate things that aren't just made for me. So this is more about exploring and working together, and so it's a different kind of card game that has a little more positive energy to it, with in a whole field of games that are all about combat and battling and that kind of combativeness. It is refreshing. It is nice to have something that's different, although it doesn't. I kind of prefer the other thing, but that's me. Okay, but then there's plenty of things for me. So and I haven't got to try this, so maybe I'll love it. So we'll see. So here, I want to get into Regis Bonesse. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Okay, Regis. I'm just calling him Reggie. I'm calling him Reggie is what I'm calling him. Regis, the publisher of Drixit, Mysterium, as well as the designer of Diceforge and Seasons. So here you can see just all the games that he's made. Also that rad haircut. Look at this guy. My brother had the same haircut, except my brother, he was like bleach blonde. So he's kind of similar to how my brother, if you imagine how my brother looks, it's kind of like this, but with bleach blonde hair. Kind of a shock though. I did find some dirt on Regis here. He's a furry. I'm joking. I don't know who this character is. I'm totally playing here. But that's just a funny picture I found. But I don't know who that character is. I think it. I don't know. I don't know who that character. If you know who that character is, let me know in the comments. But that's pretty fun. I'm sure it's from one of the games he's made. So, anyways, I'm just playing here. So, so if you know Diceforge, if you've been to any board game store, I'm sure you've seen Diceforge. I have picked up Diceforge. I have been like, this looks incredible. I have never got to play it, and you can kind of see just how Diceforge looks. That kind of is filtered into here as well. So Diceforge is a beautiful looking game, and that goes that art style goes straight into Altered. Same thing with Seasons here. You can see just kind of how it looks, has that same kind of bright, vibrant vibe to it. I like to compare things to other things that you may know. It's just so like I have a brighter version of League of Legends is how I kind of feel the art here. So the gameplay, let's get into their keynotes here. So modern gameplay, turns lasting under a minute. That's nice for me. I like that quick gameplay. For an exhilarating and engaging experience, replay your cards from the reserve and enjoy your new effects. A mana system offering stability and impactful choices. Claim victory at the end of an epic and strategic race. And so here, it's not like Lorcana where there's only certain cards that you can ink. And it's funny because I've watched some gameplay videos and stuff, and people are already calling it inking. So inking might just be what we call this from now on, but it's funny because I have a friend and I showed his kids Lorcana and we were playing, and I think it was Cole. Was it Cole? I think it was Cole. It was like, or was it Lucas? But one of his kids was like, he called it milking. He's like, I'm gonna milk. He's calling it milking, which I like that. I like using, I'm gonna milk this. Which is pretty funny. So I use the term milk, but you can use ink if you want. Anyways, claim victory at the end of whatever. Okay. So, unique cards to spice up your game. Each card in the game is available in up to 3 different rarities based on their types. Each rarity featuring an altered illustration. So maybe that's what we're getting altered from, altered TCG. You can get that altered unique card. And it looks like that unique card comes in every 8th booster. Surprise your opponents with unprecedented decks and tailor your strategy to the unique cards in your collection. And this is where I wish they were just a little more... went into a little more in depth on how this QR code uniqueness works, because I've heard a lot of speculation. I've heard a lot of people talk about how it works, but they don't really define it super well here on the Kickstarter, which is like, so you scan the QR code and then you get a unique version of your card, and your unique version of your card is not just in the art, it's in some of the unique abilities or some of the statistics that your card has. You might have an improved card, or your card might be a little worse, but then how does that work for like when you have to get that digital version, or does the card just come that way in the booster pack? And then are we downloading it? Why are we downloading? Are we downloading it to trade it? But when you download it, you get the right. We'll get into it here more. Okay, so it's just a little confusing, okay? So a new world at your fingertips. Scan an entire booster in a few seconds to add the cards to your digital collection. So you can either scan each card individually, or you can scan the booster, and the booster, when you scan that, it should download all of your cards in the booster. So you don't even need to open the booster? That's interesting. I wonder how that works. There's questions here. There's questions on how this works exactly, at least for me. Okay, so easily trade, sell, or buy your cards online. Access and build your decks at any time. Participate in local events with a single click. And discover a piece of Altered's history for each card in your collection. So, like I said, you can download those cards, and then there's a little, each one has a little blurb on, how it works within the story of the world of Altered. So if you really wanted to get in the lore of Altered, each card is going to like help you dive into it a little bit more, which is pretty cool. So a lot of this, so it looks like we're really mixing the digital and the physical realm here. It's Digimon, take a note here. That you need to, if you're Digimon, get a little more digital, have a digital client at least. Anyways, but so this is really mixing that. So you can buy, so your digital copy that you own the rights to, is it rights? I don't know if the rights, but you own that copy of that card. You can trade it online through the app. You can even sell it, it looks like. So there's going to be an online marketplace through them where you're going to be able to trade, sell, and buy cards, which is pretty interesting. And then also your unique version of your card. So then here's where it gets even more interesting, which is print your cards on demand. Need decks for yourself or your friends? Want to print your cards in foil? Stolen, damaged, or lost cards? Get any card from your digital collection printed brand new, and then have them delivered to your doorstep in the available language of your choice, which is crazy. And I've heard, I wish they would get into more detail. Like, what does that mean? I heard someone say it's $1 per card. So, you're getting, you have a 60 card deck, and if you want to print that whole thing out, it's going to cost you $60. Which Nobody's really going to do that because you should be able to open your packs and you should have some of those cards available, but maybe you want to get some things entered into there, which is, we're going to get into that because it gets even crazier because you can foil your cards because you get a foil token. I'll show you here in a second. But how much is it going to cost? How much are people going to using this? I think this is actually a fantastic idea for on a business aspect, but how is that going to work? Like, how quickly are they going to be able to turn around your printed cards? You put in that order, and then I don't know when it comes to are you going to get it 6 months later, 2 months later, a month later, a week, 2 days? Like, probably, like, what is that time frame there? What is the cost here? Like, just the concept sounds cool, but then also, like, for how long? Like, until the end of time? Like, imagine if this game goes on for 30 years. Am I going to be able to print all my cards from every single set until now? Like, but I guess, I don't know. It's very interesting. There's a lot of questions here that that are going to be answered as time goes on, right? Okay, so let's get into the gameplay, how it works. So the goal of the game: have your hero and companion progress through the tumult and meet before your opponent does. So just like Nom Nom verse, there is, like, instead of a dungeon in the middle, where are we going? Hot dog style, hamburger style, hot dog style. Vertical. Instead of that vertical dungeon, there is a hamburger style, horizontal style, a kind of traversing dungeon as well. So very odd that we have this is like a Bug's Life, and what was that other Bugs movie that came? It was like a Bug's Life and like Ants that came out at the same time. We are now in the Bug Life Ants version of TCGs here, where we're having them. They're just a little different. But anyways, you're traversing, so you have a companion on one side instead of monsters, and then you have a hero on the other, a champion on the other side instead of your party, and you traverse them through the dungeon until they meet in the middle. So, through the map, sorry. But you have a starting point, and then there's different, like, terrain that you have to get through, and the resources that you use to get through, are on your cards, and they'll help you get through the map to meet in the middle. So that's kind of the aspect, how it plays. It looks very interesting. I'd actually have to play it to get to know, but this is a good thing to that this company is doing, which is they seem very open to this kind of thing, which is they want you to proxy and play. They have a print and play decks already available, so you can download and print and play this game already. Right now, you can go on the Kickstarter and play the game, which is awesome. But even more so cool is this is awesome, and I absolutely love this. That Ravensburger is allowing Lorcana Pixelborn to exist, and here Altered Equinox is the company that is putting on Altered. Equinox is allowing the third-party unofficial clients, and they're even promoting them here. So they have 3 different versions of Tabletop Simulator, and then X Altered. X Altered is kind of like Pixelborn, at least it looks like that. It looks really cool. I saw somebody playing it earlier. I might give it a try, it looks like just a free way for you to play, and they're advertising it here, which is really, really cool for you to get in there and get an idea of how a game is actually going to be played. So if you want to play the game, there's nothing stopping you. You want to try it out, go on to here, try out X Altered or one of these tabletop simulators, and you can give it a try right now. So going through the unique cards, there's 1 unique card per booster, and so the rest of the booster is just your average old booster. But this is kind of the interesting part on the cards, and I want to get into the art here, and then also the QR code about that. So there's 1 unique card per 8 boosters. Once every 8 boosters, a unique card will replace a rare card. By unique, we mean that no other card in the world will have the same combination of powers and stats. Okay, so it's that unique card. It's it's a 1 of 1 that is only for you. It's in 1 of every 8. The art is even different, as you can see here. But my question here is that in the digital form, and then you need to scan that QR code, and then you get the digital version, and then you have to order it from them and actually get it. Like, that's my question, and I feel like that should be made very obvious here. And why it wasn't made obvious, I don't know why. Because if you open it, do you get that unique version? That's what I want to know. Do you have to scan it to know? And then the QR code placement, like, I really like the design. The back of the cards looks awesome in it. Like I said, it really reminds me of a League of Legends. But I really wish they would have like tried to integrate the back of the card and the logo with the QR code and kind of do something like a more stylish QR code. I don't like the QR code placement on the cards. It takes me out of the game a little bit. I wish it was a little more put into the game. And if it had to be like this, I wish it was on the back of the card because I just don't want it there. I don't like it there. And it being on the back of the card, usually it's in a sleeve or, I just feel like for a QR code, a QR code that looks like this, at least, it shouldn't be so prominent on your card. And then also, so you get into the tokens, but this is where it's really interesting. So I want to get, we all know how tokens work, but the foiler card. A foiler card has a QR code for foiling another card of the same rarity. You'll be able to order foil versions of that card using your print-on-demand service. The foiler is consumed on use. Foiler cards come in 3 rarities: common, rare, and unique. So this is very interesting because this means that for all the top cards are going to be getting foils. All the lesser played, lesser wanted cards are probably not going to be getting the foils. So does that mean having that lesser, less wanted card being foiled is going to be more unique, so therefore more sought after? More rare? That's a very interesting thing because now we're combining. Players get to choose what they get to foil, and if everyone's choosing the same cards, because that's most likely what's going to happen, then the people who choose the less popular cards are probably going to have the more rare foils, which is very interesting. It's a very interesting concept that you get to choose where your foils go, and I do like it in a sense. But then here we go again, is that this says that you only get the foiled card after you order it, so you have to get the foil. The foiler, choose your foiled card, and then you have to order it from them in order to get your foiled card. Which, I mean, I feel like they're impatient. People don't want to just, you open your pack, you want your card. You don't want to have to wait to get it, right? Yeah, and how long is it going to take? And then I think as a business model, it's a great idea. It's a fantastic idea for a business, but for the consumer, the player, so the rarity system. So here, every card in Altered exists as a common. So you see the common rarity here, but then the rarer versions can be of other factions. So you can see this Ratataskar. Isn't that the name of the? He's the squirrel from Norse legend, who he likes to go down and gnaw on the roots of Yggdrasil, and he likes to talk shit to the dragon that lives down there. The dragon is eating the roots of Yggdrasil, and then there's an eagle on the top of the tree of Yggdrasil, and then there's a dragon at the bottom that chews on the roots of Yggdrasil, the world tree. And he'll go and he'll get rumors from the eagle, and then he goes down and he gets rumors from the dragon, but he plays a game of telephone and he likes to talk shit to both of them to piss the other one off. So the eagle is mad at the dragon and the dragon is mad at the eagle only because the squirrel is giving them bad rumors about each other. Isn't that interesting? So I think that's him, Ratataskar. I think that's who that squirrel is. Anyways, I knew that squirrel. Who cares about it? Anyways, on to this is that so the unique version here. So the rare cards can be of different versions, but as you can see here, all their resource costs are the same. They're all 1. But the rare version, you can see here, the rare version has a 2 in that one middle resource, and then a 0 on the other resources. It also looks like his attack or his costs are different. So he's unique and his abilities are different. It also looks like he's a completely unique card in that he's different than the actual card, the rare or common version. So it's very interesting. And so my other question here: each character in a set will exist in unique versions. But my question here is, just like the foiling, do I get to open my pack and I get that unique version, or am I just like the foiling? Am I opening that pack, getting the QR code, downloading it, and then I see the unique card that I pull the unique card, and then I have to order it in order to get it? I don't know that. So I wish that would be a little more. They would tell us a little more about that. So another cool thing here, they're partnering with GameGenic. They make sleeves, playmats, and my thought here is this probably from Regis's experience with other board games. I'm sure he's probably had come in contact with GameGenic for some of their other card games. So he's probably worked for them before. So having that partnership built in, it really gives you some. Having him at the helm here is like makes it, even though this is different than a board game. We've had Ravensburger from board games getting into TCGs, and now Equinox here is getting into TCGs. But it gives you a little more confidence that they've been in the space and they kind of know what they're doing here, and they have like the relationships, and having a relationship with GameGenic right here it's a pretty good sign for a Kickstarter, I think. So I want to get, so this is under the risk section, and just like the Nom Nom verse, their kind of their business part, this is mostly their business section here. So our project was conceived by Regis Bonasse, an industry veteran with over 15 years of experience in board game publishing. The architect behind Lebelud, Regis has gifted the world with iconic games like Dixit, Mysterium, Dice Forge, and Seasons. In our quest for excellence, we've joined forces with Asmodee, a titan of global board game distribution. This partnership ensures not just wide-reaching availability, but also a mark of unparalleled quality. Our game isn't just another addition to the shelf. It's a labor of love and precision, refined through rigorous testing over 4,500 games to guarantee an immersive and flawless gameplay experience. We're not just making a game, we're crafting an adventure that will stand the test of time. Your support is not just for a game, it's for a legacy in the making, and that's how you do it, guys. That's how you do it. Compared to some other things we've looked at recently, you just want to stick to the game. You don't need to tell us how you're heroes of local card games with the local community, or that you're not trying to scam people. You don't need to say that. You can just say that you're here to make a great game, and that's what they're saying here. They have the experience, they have the passion, they have the distribution, they know what they need to do here. They're trying to make an incredible game, and that's what they stuck to here, what they're saying. So I really like that statement there and the risk. And then they say here, do I want to follow up on that? So they say, we will do our utmost to ensure the pledge delivery begins on time and according to announced schedule. However, delays may happen, whether due to production, shipping, customs, or just we need a little more time to deliver the best possible play experience to you. The estimated delivery date for this project is July 2024 for the cards part, and Q4 2024 for the accessories part. Due to the logistics process, some backers will receive their rewards sooner than others. We will do our best to minimize this gap, but we are aware that it could last several weeks. Equinox cannot be held responsible for delays in deadlines. So a lot of these Kickstarters do get kicked back. There are deadline pushbacks on a lot of them, so that shouldn't be surprising if that happens here. But with their experience with board games and manufacturing and distribution, maybe we can have a little more hope here that things actually get put out on time. So July 24th, if that actually follows through, that's not too far away, especially for a Kickstarter. Like, these games can take like years. So cool thing going on too is that you could check out on the Kickstarter their event locator, and just you can check on this map if anything looks close to you. There's nothing here in Texas, sad face. But if you're in Portland, in Oregon, if you're in Oregon, you're in California, looks like there's East Coast, West Coast. It looks like I'd have to drive to Georgia or Colorado in order to go to one of these. But there's plenty of events, so if you're near one, you might want to go check one out, which would be cool. So my overall thoughts here, like I like the design. It's not really my style. I like more combative, darker themes and things like that. But like I said, not everything has to be for me. And then also, it's kind of refreshing to get a different take. That not everything. It's not just a carbon copy. Another combative TCG that we have. So that's really cool here. And especially, I feel like some people are really going to love this because they don't want just they want something different. So this is different, and the art all looks fantastic. Like I said, it all has that It has that polish that kind of like a League of Legends does, which I really enjoy, but a lighter, funner version of League of Legends. Not funner in gameplay, but like happier, funner. We're more fun, we're not about killing each other, that kind of thing. And League of Legends has some fun stuff too, but what else here? The QR code stuff throws me off a little bit because there's just some questions there that I've only heard speculation about, and I haven't really gotten. I wish they would have been really clear on the Kickstarter of how this works and how it's gonna. But I have the overall thought in my head, and going through the Kickstarter, it gives you the overall idea. But there are some questions, like when it comes to those unique cards. I was like, are we getting those? Or are we not getting those? When it comes to some other things, but I don't know. It looks really unique, and the cool thing about it is they're really they're pushing their unofficial ways to play the game. So already, right now, you can get out there and you can try Ultra TCG for yourself, and you'll know whether you want to play it or not. So for me, am I going to get it? Yeah. Yes, I'm going to get some of it. I'm definitely going to at least get some. I don't know exactly how much. Like I said, I'm trying to get my funds around right now, but I'm definitely getting some. I want to have it for when it comes out, and I want to be able to open it and really get an idea, because this is a very unique idea. I also like I like the leadership here. I like the experience here, and I like the unique concepts here, which is cool. And although it's not really fully my bag, I'm willing to give new things a try. So I'm definitely going to give this a try. So those are my thoughts. I don't think there's anything really crazy here besides that QR code stuff. Like, how's it really going to work? That's the real question here, and that's what everyone's trying to find out. So I would suggest checking out the Kickstarter for yourself, seeing if there's anything there that you like, and then checking out the gameplay and seeing if you like the gameplay, because that's the most important part. Are you going to enjoy the game when you get it? And for me, being that this isn't necessarily super my style, I'm going to have to really like the gameplay to like this. But luckily, I can do that right now. So anyways, that's it from me. I hope you have a fantastic day. I want to say thanks to my patrons. Thank you to my subscribers. Thanks to my viewers, just for sticking around and watching me be an idiot. Thanks for whoever out there sent me a MetaZoo t-shirt. Thank you for that as well. I want to thank them. That's it for me. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you later, okay? Bye-bye.
Governor Jesse Ventura, to send you, Devin, a little bit of a message, my friend. You need to quit slacking. You, I heard lately, have been skipping your workouts. What's going on, my man? You want to turn into a little fat porker?